Hello everyone and welcome. We're almost done coding our snake game, and today the goal is going to be implementing the collisions. We're going to have two types of collisions between the snake and the walls, and in that case all we want to do is not allow the snake to go through the walls, and collisions between the snake and the collectible. In that case, we want the collectible to disappear, and we want to generate a new collectible somewhere randomly in the grid, and we want to increment the number of points of the player, and that's going to contribute to the final score of the game. So let's start with the collision between the snake and the walls. Let's go down here to our snake class, and let's define another method. So let's define a method called collision with walls, like so. This is going to take itself, and here we're going to check for collision with walls. So here we're going to say for wall in wall group, so for each wall in our wall group, if wall.x equals self.x plus self.dx, so if the x position of the wall is equal to the x position of the snake plus the amount that it's going to move in the x-axis, and wall.y equals self.y plus self.dy. So the same thing for the y-axis. If the y position of the wall is equal to the y position of the snake plus the amount that the snake is going to move in the y-axis, then we want to return true, right? Because there is collision. Otherwise, we want to return false. So if none of the walls is colliding with the snake, we're going to return false. And now all we have to do is here in our move method, we're checking if snake is moving. We also need to check if it is not colliding with walls, and snake not colliding with walls. So if self.moving and not self.collision with walls, then that means that it is safe to move in this direction because we're not going to collide with the wall. Okay, and this should be enough to not allow us to go through the walls. Okay, so if I go over here, I can't go through the wall, I can't go through this wall either, I can't go here either, so it seems to be working. Now if I collide with the collectible, nothing happens yet, so let's code that part as well. Let me just close this snake class. And all we have to do is down here where we're creating our collectible, we're first going to check if the collectible is colliding or not with the snake. So check for collision with collectible. Now keep in mind that both the collectible and the snake are going to be rectangles. Now in PYGAME there is a built-in function that checks for collision between rectangles for us. It is called the collideRect function. So we're going to say if collectible dot rect dot collide rect with the snake dot rect. So if the rectangle of the collectible is colliding with the rectangle of the snake, all I want to do is create a new collectible. So collectible equals collectible, like so. And then when the collectible is drawn, it is already a new collectible, right? So if I run this now, it should be working correctly. So let me collide here with the collectible. Okay, if I collide with the collectible, a new collectible is created somewhere random, and here as well. So as you can see, everything is working correctly, right? The collectible is being generated randomly every time I go through it. Now I also want to increment the points of the player. So let me go up here, and I'm going to say right here, track the player's points, like so. So let me say points equals 0 in the beginning. And now every time we catch a collectible, we're going to increment points. So points plus equals 1. So to see if this is working, let me just print points in here, and let me run this. So as you can see, it is outputting 0 down here. Then let me catch this collectible right here. There you go. It's outputting 1 now. Now it's outputting 2. Now 3. One more. Now 4. now 5. So it seems like everything is working correctly. The points are being correctly incremented. And this is it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. This was collisions in PYGAME. We had collisions between the snake and the walls and the snake and the collectible. And we also incremented the number of points of the player every time we catch a collectible. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.